road. We're actually leaving Fort Myers right now, and we're heading up towards, what is it, Live Oak?
Live Oak.
Live Oak. We're going to the Rvillage rally up there. It's the third rally they've had. We actually went to their very first one in Indiana about 2 years ago, and it was so much fun. It was our very first rally we ever did. So, you know, because it was our first, maybe we're romanticizing it and thinking, oh, it was the best. But it really was cool, very cool. Last year we heard it was even better, but we were way on the Pacific Southwest. So we actually, and it was here in Florida, so we'd missed it. So when we're back in Florida this time, we thought we got to do it. So we're heading back up. Fun times.
What Sue didn't tell you was that a miracle happened this morning. We were actually on the road at 8:31 in the morning. This is unprecedented in the Sue and Mark travel era. I mean, there's been a couple of times where it was earlier than that by necessity, but I mean, this is pretty fantastic. Now, you can't see it now, but when I fired this thing up, it said I had 291 miles to go. That also is relatively long, if not one of the longest times that we've driven. So that just shows you how wimpy we are. I mean, 300 miles is really hard for us. But you'll notice on our 2014 Newmar Dutch Star that you can see how much steering effort I have here to keep this thing going straight. So the drive distance has nothing to do with driver's fatigue, anything in my shoulders or arms because I'm hunting around. And it certainly has nothing to do with the seating because this seat is really ultra comfortable. It has more to do with just the fact that my back is pretty degraded compared to a normal one. So I guess that's us. Now, one of the things we're doing at this rally is we're going to meet up with some friends that we met in Minot, North Dakota, and we chummed around with them and really liked them and invited them to Florida, and they're going to start our little get-together up in Live Oak, and then I think they're going to come down, maybe go to Disney World or something, but then they're going to spend a month with us in our resort. Cindy, we're really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
We've got the guy that we caravaned with last time when we went to the Tampa RV show. Paul come up by himself. He's a man. He's driving his Newmar Dutch Star up there all by himself. His partner and Pat, she's going on a little jaunt back home. And then some new friends that we met at Tampa, John and Spicy. I always want to say cinnamon. Sorry, Spicy.
It's a nice spice.
Yeah, it's a spice. We're going to meet them up there, so it's going to be fun. And are going to be is that we hear that the RV geeks are going to be there. We're continuing our quest to be able to shake the hands of these guys. They really helped us in the beginning. They were the vloggers and bloggers that we followed to learn how to do everything. So I want to give them a special thanks in person, along with Chris and Cherie from Technomania, because they pretty much lined us up on the internet gadgets that we use. So that's it. Let's grind out 285 miles. We'll be there before you know it.
All right, break out the audiobook. So before we get too far, we decided to stop at Love's and fill up. So we're going to use our EFS fuel card that we received through TSD Logistics. And we'll see just how much we're going to save per gallon at this Love's.
So the guy in front of me, he used the DFS card too.
He did?
Yeah. I said, how long you been using it? And he says, 6 months. I said, damn it.
I love the app that EFS has. So we actually received a discount of $42.06, but 10% of that goes to EFS, which was $4.20. So our actual savings was $37.86. That amounted to 50 cents per gallon less than what they were advertising. I love this EFS card. So after a long day of driving, about 6.5 hours, including 2 stops, that's a long day for us. We made it to the Rvillage rally. We had full hookup and actually a really spacious spot. So now we're on our way to find our registration packet. I think this is more registration.
More
the line
crowded.
is big.
Yeah.
Okay, at this point, for those of you who are not familiar with Rvillage, maybe I should explain it just a little bit. So Rvillage is a virtual online community. A lot of times it's referred to as the Facebook for RVers, and it's a great way for nomadic people to connect and hook up with people that are also on their journeys. It's a great way to create a community on the road. So one of the big things when we started full-time was leaving our family, but also our huge group of friends that we had back in Wisconsin. But we found over the past few years that Rvillage is actually growing just from Rvillage and going to rallies. So this is really an awesome venue for anybody that's out there on the road just wandering around. Rvillage was founded by Curtis Coleman probably around 2014, but it seems like the last few years it's really taken off. And you can see right over here on the left that it's pushing 200,000 Rvillagers. And Curtis was saying probably within the next couple years, they're probably going to push 1 million. It is growing. So the first thing you want to do when you get onto Rvillage is you want to register and then set up your profile, which I've got over on the right here. So I've seen people put pictures of their pets or their rig, but okay, I'll be honest, personally I like to see the people, because sometimes when I'm walking in the park I'll recognize them. So that's probably a nice thing, I think, to put one of your pictures up there. So once you're registered, you should go and check out what they all have to offer here. One thing I usually do is over on the left here is I'll update my location. So right now you can see over here that my location is at Upriver Resort. And I also have this check that I'm notified if there's anybody else that is new who comes into the area. The cool thing too is if I go to the resort I'm at, it actually will show how many people are at my park right now. And these are people that actually have updated their location. So there actually might be even more here. So right now there's 10 other people right here at my park. So going back to the home page, you can see there are all kinds of different groups that you can join here. We belong to like the full-timers group. There's groups for people who like to hike, people traveling with pets, all kinds of groups that you can join. They also show different get-togethers that are organized, and you can go right through here, all kinds of cool things to get involved with. It also shows in the area there are other parks over here and other Rvillage members that have logged in. So, you know, I really highly recommend if you're going to be on the road and you really like to meet new people, this is a great way to connect. And just like Facebook, you can friend people, and that way you can keep closer tabs on the people that you want to. So we're here at the Rvillage rally a day before it begins, and little did we know, the excitement has already begun. And here we've got Barb. Barb, what's the matter?
We're stuck. We're stuck.
What do you mean you're stuck? You've got this huge rig.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So this is the first stuck, but they managed to get out. Cindy, what happened?
Okay,
I am only following orders.
yeah,
Directed a number of different ways to try to get in here. This is the final way, because now we're living here. Welcome to our home in Florida.
That's how you
Hey.
do it. Just plug up.
Not a bad place to be. Come on.
It's not a bad place.
Let's
Push the
assess
jacks
the
down.
situation.
Okay, I don't think it's as bad as it looks. But
No. Of course, this is just one side of the rig. You got to see the other side.
I think what we gotta do is we gotta dig out a nice trench, and then including the front tire on the other side. And then when you get going,
The hard part, it's done.
So here are the markings from stuck number 2. And they actually did manage to get out of this one also.
yeah.
And she couldn't come in this way because she got stuck right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I'm thinking
Back in.
because we won't have to
Right.
Oh, you got it going on both sides, huh? Wow. Aw. Well, at least you're not out like in boondock land and stuck all by yourself. A half hour digging? Oh my God.
should we use the book?
We should go get the little hand shovel we got, and
Okay.
because Sue's really physically fit, we'll put her on manual duty.
Oh my God. What a
Small
nice.
army shovel.
Oh, that would be, that would be
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, and you're on 46, so we can return it. It's only $50 an hour to get to do it. Yeah, okay.
Tell us really what happened.
I had to go this pull up on the passenger side as close as possible and then try and back in. And guess what? We got stuck in the sand.
Ay, ay, ay.
Then I said, oh, maybe we should go through the middle. We got stuck in the sand.
Ah.
And now, then this nice gentleman in 46 said, no, I bet you that it's nicer in the very center, which we tried to do. We got stuck.
And you're
This is our
kicking up
third.
sand again 3 times? It is not the charm.
No.
This is an opportunity for an awesome video. This is how we look at all our problems. Seriously.
It's gonna be alright.
That's your time while we're waiting, digging you out. An army coming in here. Army of Good Samaritans helping us dig them out.
It's gonna be okay. The sun is shining bright.
Do you want some boards, do you think? We've got some. And this is actually one of the beauties of RVing. Everybody is so willing to help each other out. Oh, he dug most of this out, but you can see how it really sunk in there.
You better try again. Clenched fist can't stand the sea. Open up your hands, gonna be alright.
I agree with him. I think I only heard some of it. Like where his golf cart is. If you get out here, you're gonna your goal is to get your duals on the gravel, so that when you swing it, and you got to keep going because you can get your front stuck in.
Make it happen, Cindy. You're up for this?
Yep, I'm up for it.
Look out, Mark.
Do not run over the flake famous vlogger. At least it's on video.
You'll be a star.
I certainly hope this is not the highlight of the event.
It's a great way to start, though, Cindy.
We wanted to be here so badly that we went across the sand dune.
A little excited.
Not now.
Hey Cindy, you got nothing else to lose. Why don't you try dumping the air, manually dumping the air out of your tank?
And we also drove that towards the front of the tank.
You can try that. You want to do that?
Yeah, see where it marked up. Got 2 boards or 4 boards.
If the back wheel was fine.
Was it spinning before?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. Here I'm on the other side looking for that. Oh, man. So it was at this point we decided to lift up the back end with the jack so we could get boards under the tires. Room for a board now?
Is that the only board y'all got?
No, I got 8 of them.
Yeah.
I got a guy bring us some. This was the one that's found. So this is your pole tire.
Yeah.
But what if
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Woo! Nice. Nice. Yay, and she kept going, got the momentum going. Nice. Wow. So now we're trying to figure out if she should come in from that direction and back up. She did that once and got stuck there. Or just go all the way around and try a different angle. They want her to go across this area where that cart is right now. But it's all sand, so that's a little scary. Keep going. Okay, start turning here. Further up. Okay. Further up. Say when. Okay. Okay, turn sharp. Watch the fence. It's tight, but I think she's gonna do it. Okay, stop. So we still went on the, still went in the sand. Shoot. How's the other side? It's just this side?
What to do?
And once again, when there's a problem to be solved or something to be fixed, Fifi is by Mark's side.
No, this is exactly what you do. I mean, this has nothing to do with driving. This has to do with the condition of the campground.
Yeah. What are you doing, Barb?
Well, once she unlocks that, we're going to horse that thing off there, and let's get about 3 of us to lift it so we don't hurt ourselves.
What are you putting on? That?
This thing here.
Oh, okay. And it was at this point they decided just to call in the big boy. Boy, you can hear the rumble. Here they are. They're coming to save the day. It's like Superman coming in for the save here. So check out the crowd we've attracted with their chairs and everything. There he goes. Save the day. So this incident actually brings up a good point. One of the things that Mark and I do when we pull into a new park is we'll check out the site that we're going to be at. A lot of times we'll find things, debris and nails and spikes from tents that, you know, other things that could possibly puncture our tires. But we also like to see where our sewer hookup is. Another thing is because we are so tall, there are branches a lot of times that we have actually asked if we could cut some of the branches because they're way too close to our rig and they'll end up scratching things. But I'll be honest, when we got to this park, I never even thought to check for sand. We've never had this happen. And to be honest, when we were walking around the park, I think this is a common thing with it because we saw several rigs that were stuck in the sand, and we actually heard that there were 2 rigs that they weren't even going to try to pull out until other rigs clear out at the end of the rally. So it's something really to keep in mind, to actually check out your site before you pull in, see what you're getting into. How you feeling, Cindy?
I'm going to Disneyland.
It's gonna be
An accomplishment.
alright.
And Disney World is where they went.